Yes. So, welcome everyone to this quick first webinar on how to sell even in the lockdown period, because the crucial element that we are trying to answer right now is everything is under lockdown. Each and every businesses, except for the essential ones, each and every business is going through I would say, churning, because everybody is trying to figure out, what all different elements they can work on, right? And what all different elements would be made possible post lockdown, right? So I've created, as members are joining in, I'm just gonna go and ask my colleague Maitreyi to be the host. Maitreyi, now you are the host. I request you to allow all the new participants who are joining in, okay? And I'm gonna begin with the webinar. So here we go. I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Okay. So, all right. I hope you are able to see this. Let's begin, as we are a little pressed on time. It's already 11:03. So welcome to the first session, the first webinar on how to sell, or let's sell in COVID-19. An unfortunate event that has happened to us, but let's look at the brighter side. It has helped us to rethink, rework on our business plans, on our strategies, and take things ahead. And I believe that this webinar is going to help you get one small element ahead in those parameters. Okay. Well, this is me, Prasad Ganpule, who is also director at Ramanura Global, and I'm the founder and creator of LeadCon, the sales companion, which I'm going to share further. Okay. Now let's get it straight. None of us can sell right now, right? If we don't belong to the essential services, we can't even step out of our houses, right? But does sales mean that only the exchange of money and goods and services? No, right? There is a big process which starts from knowing a customer to getting a sale done. Rather, there are 7 different points which are as follows. So we start off by prospecting a customer, start by building a rapport and trust, identifying the needs of the customer, presenting our products and services so that he knows what exactly he needs to buy, answering the objections, closing the sale, and then getting resale or referrals, right? Now, this is in a normal scenario, these are the 7 top elements that you need to go through to get a sale through, right? And that's where in COVID-19 phase, while we are under lockdown, we are going to look at the 6 elements that we can still do while we are at home, while we are still in lockdown. The only part that we can't do right now is closing the sale, right? The reason being, even there are a certain amount of customers that we have who are also doing that, but that has from 15 to 20%, it has boiled down to 1%, where the offerings itself were digital and can be shared. So unless and until you have a digital offering which can be remotely shared and the customer can get the benefit of it remotely, you are looking at something where the closing of the sale won't happen, but all the other parameters will definitely be a part of it. Out of which today we are going to talk about one of the crucial elements, and that is the building rapport and trust with our customers. The reason being, right now, if we do not build the rapport, if we do not spend sufficient time on connecting with the customers, on knowing who they are, what they do, and how can we be of help to them, we are not going to get anything out of it after the lockdown, right? So one question, right? Do we invite anyone and everyone who's walking on the street for a cup of coffee at our home? No, right? We only invite the friends or our families, right? Or those people with whom we can trust that if they come home, they're not going to be a nuisance, right? And the friendship is nothing but built on 2 things: respect and trust. And this is what we are going to talk about today, because that is something that we can do while we are at home, right? Because for doing this, we don't literally have to be in front of the customer or sharing this, because now everybody is well known with the digital era. But the most important factor is we knowing one another is the most crucial element, and that's what we are going to try to do. Okay, so what is the step 1? Okay, can anyone tell me who is the most trusted in the world right now? The most trusted, okay, it is the doctor. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So I have got someone on the camera. I request all of you to shut down your cameras as of now, and also your mics. We are going to come online sooner. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick sneak peek on if everything is going well. Maitri, I hope you are able to look at things and getting everyone on board. Just you can open your mic, Maitri.
Yes, don't worry about it.
Okay, chalo, thank you so much. Okay, going further. All right, right. So, right. So it's the doctor, right? So doctor is the one who's the most trusted as of now. The most crucial element is that why is he the most trusted? It's because the doctor is the one who understands, who helps us, who diagnoses what exactly is needed, and on that basis he defines or helps us with such a remedies which is going to help us, in our life in a normal scenario. But right now is the time that we all wear the cloak of the doctor and become doctors for our customers as far as their businesses are concerned, as far our businesses are concerned. And how are we going to do that, right? The first stage in the lockdown starts by saying hello, right? Just the way I did hello. The second is examination. Unless and until the doctor knows that what has happened to the patient, the doctor is in no position to guide you with the right remedies or the right elements. Hence, examination is the first. After we have the examination, we have the diagnosis. With the diagnosis, we figure out what all problems does the patient have, right? And the third most important factor is prescribing him with the necessary medicines, prescribing him with the necessary elements, and so on and so forth, right? So okay.
Sir, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Dinesh sir is not able to hear your audio. So,
Dinesh sir,
um,
just ask him to turn on the audio and join the audio. So in the left hand side
yeah,
bottom
one
corner, you
second.
should be able to see one button which says join audio, and choose the audio from computer or the mobile. Okay, going further, one of the crucial elements that you can see right now is the examination and diagnosis and prescription. Okay, how are we going to use this in our businesses right now? So when I say our businesses right now, all those members who have joined in, one of the crucial element is you belong to all the different sets of businesses. I have gone through the list of participants who are joined in. Few belong to the real estate, through machine tools, through travel and tourism, through solar lighting systems, and so on and so forth. So each and every one has got different businesses. But guess what? Sales across the world is the same. It's a universal thing. Okay. So when I come to say hello, I'm going to share you a beautiful example which happened today morning. Okay. Stage one is saying hello to our old customers and also to our prospects. Can you see here? What I mean by that is when we know our customer, or when we make our customer comfortable by interacting with us, he opens up. Okay. Now I want to share this quick example. Can you see here a screenshot here? Okay. So I've kept my chat open. If you do, just say yes. Okay. So that I would know that you are also able to see my screen, and it's good enough. I'm just waiting for your yeses. Okay, good. So now see, this here screen says, I have received this message today morning. Now this person happens to be a chemist on the lane, outside our house. Okay. Now this person, okay, what he did was he messaged me today in the morning that, Dada, okay, how is mom,
Hello?
dad? Yes. Yes, Maitri.
You're not. Okay, 1 minute. I'll just send you the link on this number right away. And can you check it one more time?
Maitri, are you talking
Sure.
to me?
All right. I'll mail you.
Okay, Maitri is not talking to us. Okay, so go on. So the most crucial element is what he did was he just messaged me, just a simple message. And what happened next was I placed an order for medicines. Of course, he belongs to the essential services, so he was able to do it and he was able to deliver. but we all of us are not in a position to do that. But what we can do right now is we can connect with our customers over the phone. Ask them, how are they? Ask them, how is their family doing? See, just remember, till date, we haven't been asking this question, because till date, all our questions have been very straightforward about the business, about, how things are. But now is the time that we can go one step ahead and become good friends with our customers, where we can ask them, how is your family doing? What all new things that they did during the lockdown? Because most of them might have also figured out their hobbies, right? Maybe book reading, maybe cooking, maybe dancing, maybe, playing with their kids. There are so many things that they might have done right now. And the most important part why we need to do this is because we need to pull out the information from them, or rather make them comfortable that, hey, we are here with you as a friend. Okay, what is their birth date, what is their anniversary date, what is the birth date of their daughter and sons? Okay, what grade are they if they are pursuing their education? The most important element is this last point. We should be asking all the positive questions, all positive questions. The reason being, right now everybody is so under pressure and so locked down that they are frustrated that they can't go out, they are unable to run their businesses, they have got their finances to be taken care of, and so on and so forth. Hence, we should be talking everything positive and not go into the ditch, because the questions that we choose now are going to define how he is going to react next. Okay, now how can you do that with LeadCon? Okay, one of the crucial elements that we have in LeadCon is that we have brought down the whole system of sending messages to the customer in one click. So if you have the customer at your place, we have integrated with call, email, SMS, WhatsApp, even the social media at one place itself. So for example, if I wish to send an email, okay, I send that. You can create a category called as COVID-19 Connect. So on our main website, we are going to add 10 templates, okay, which you can share with your customers, right from a simple hello to, to all the different parameters which you can send out to the customer. So here are a small set of templates that you can choose. Once you have chosen the template, you can choose the email ID of the customer. And once that is done, this is how it happens. The beauty of LeadCon is that the messages that are being sent are personalized at a click of a button. So if you'll see here, it says, Dear Prasad, with my phone number. In the same panel, this is an email. And here you have a WhatsApp, which is again personalized. So you can also send a WhatsApp within a click. And how did you get that data is through the main ID. So what I had done, I had taken Dear Customer first name. And that's why it came Dear Prasad and the number that, So if you read this message right now, you can make it out that, Dear Prasad, hope my email is reaching you in good health. Just wanted to check if you and your family are doing great and are safe and sound, right? We know the COVID-19 pandemic has hit different businesses, but I also know that we can get out of this together, right? Adding that benefit that we are there as your friends. We are there with you not only as a business partner, but also as your friend who will be there with you whenever you need us. See, the important aspect is we are not only going to be, when you become a friend, you do not only say that, okay, if it comes to having a cup of coffee, I will be your friend. And if you want me to go out and bring grocery for you, I won't be your friend. It's not like that. Friendship is friendship, right? So sharing with him that, it's not just there. I'm not just there with you for business, but I'm there with you as a friend defines everything. Stay home, stay safe. We would like to connect with you just to say hello and know more about you, and would call you on the number that was added of your customer. Okay. Wishing you health and fitness. Together we can win over the health and economic pandemic. Important element. The normal doctors are fighting the health pandemic. We are going to fight the economic pandemic, which is going to follow now, right? So that's why ensuring that, they know that we are there is very, very important. The other parameter is on WhatsApp. So what I did was, so if I just go back one slide, okay, I'm going to show you that we had also added one element called as books you can read. So if one of your customers says that, oh, in this lockdown, I got a chance to read through a lot of books, then in that case, we have created a message, I mean, a small message, and you can go and edit it at your own level. Whereas you can mention the book PDF links, okay, or even the link from your website. So if there is something which is relevant on your website, you can also share that via link and ask him to read through it. The most important element that you could also do is write a blog about your business, okay? Now, once we have built the trust factor, now comes the second part, which is the finding the problem areas, okay? That is the most crucial element, because yes, we are there as friends, but now we have to take his attention towards bringing in, taking his attention towards our business. Okay, how are we going to do that? Is once we have built the trust, we are going to slowly start asking him problems about the business. Yes, to begin with, I said that we are only going to talk positive, but now I'm also saying that let's turn the tables in such a way that we also start asking, how is he going to do his business? What all different parameters is he talking about? And so on and so forth. What all problems may have changed? Because the thing is, post lockdown, or even right now, while people are still thinking, the problems of your customers might have changed. Okay, they might be thinking on different parameters. So instead of we thinking about what the customer is going through, let's ask them. It is better to ask them, because they will open up faster. Okay, and if it so happens that your product is not something which is suitable for this customer, even after the lockdown ends, you can always ask for a reference. Why would the customer give you a reference this time? Is because we have done the first step of building trust and making him understand that we are there as his friends has gone through well, right? And that is where we are going to ask him to bring in and come forth that, that you can now become a part of. You can go ahead and ask him the references if he has got with pertaining to your business, where you're just going to share the basics of your business, right? So how can we do that? So this is the next set of questions. While you are filling the form, okay, so we also have one section called as meeting invite or form fill. So once the customer is in, you can create a small questionnaire on these parameters. So, which is, what is the customer's plan, okay, in COVID-19? Are there any ways that he is planning to also sell? Are there any ways that he has innovated his business? What is the plan post COVID-19? Is there something that he's planning to do or trying to do so that, post COVID-19, it is going to add a boost to his business? What are his predictions about the economy, business, and also his competitors? Why I've put the word competitors is because it will make him think that post COVID-19, he's not going to be the only one who is going to go and hunt business, but his competitors are also going to be the one who are going to do that, right? Then what all are the new plans or products or services that he has got for post COVID-19 scenario? So it might so happen that the customer might have created certain new products or services, okay, which he would like to offer post COVID-19. Now, why you should be asking this question is because there is a high possibility that you could be, your product or service could be fitting into it. Right? I'm able to hear someone's audio. Can you go be on mute, sir? Yeah. Okay. So one of the crucial element is that why we are going to do this is we are going to uh, become a part of his story when we know what he is all about and what all different elements would he be doing preferably, okay, in post COVID-19 stage where our business can play a role. Why is this important is because right now you can pull out all the necessary information, mark down your plan of action in terms of what products are you going to sell him, because you might have one product and also you might have allied products that could support your main product line, which could be something that the customer can pick up immediately after COVID-19 or even during COVID-19. Okay, so you have to check out. So today I saw a beautiful example on LinkedIn that one of the person said that there was a pani puri wala guy, okay, who was standing outside his lane, who till before the lockdown he was selling pani. After 4 to 5 days, the same pani the for 4 to 5 days the pani puri wala guy was not being seen, and after 5 days the guy was there with masks in his hand. Now, this friend of mine goes and asks him, how did you do that? He said that my wife knows how to stitch. There is a shortage of masks. So there was a sewing machine at home. So we thought, why not we do it? Such a brilliant idea and something which works. So the important element is each and every customer that we are talking to right now may innovate, may change his way of action, may change the way he's going to look at things. And that's where we have to be available. And we won't be available there unless and until we know pre-hand. And right now is a time that we can be available for him pre-hand, right? So this is the crucial element, right? Now, the most important factor I had the plan of keeping it in 20 minutes. It's 11:22 as of now. The most crucial element that I would like to share with you right now is that right now is the time that you can connect with the customer. Don't sell anything right now. This is the first phase. I'm going to take you step by step in the follow-up webinars, where how we can shift from building a relationship to sharing him the information, giving him a presentation of our products, and ultimately closing a sale even in lockdown. Okay, so that's what our core purpose is of selling in lockdown. But the first step that we are going to do is connect with our customers and start building trust, start becoming friends to our customers. Because I would like to ask yourself, I want you to ask yourself that if you just close your eyes and figure out that customer who has been buying regularly and everything, what does that customer think of you as? And the answer will be, he thinks of you as a friend. You ask any of your best customers whom you consider best, and they would say that you are a good friend, you have always been there as a solution provider to me, and not someone who comes out as sales. And that's what we are going to do right now. Start by building trust, start by building that bond and relationship, by becoming a part of their lives. Now the most crucial element is, what you need to look at is, you need to look at it from a perspective that pull out or draft down your top selling customers, or the customers to whom you are going to sell the most, or who can buy the most from you. Then comes the second in line, who have a certain amount of requirement from you. And then the third are the influencers who are going to buy from you. So you should start by doing it from the top. The first top phase would be the ones who can buy from you the most, who can place an order to you the most. So if you can go and build trust with those customers who can bring more value or who can buy more, automatically the next ones who are going to join in, you can become more comfortable. The one thing that I do is I send a friend request on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram to all these customers. Say a hi on WhatsApp. So I'll just show you. Okay. In LeadCon, we have also given you a section called as the social media icons. Okay. Where through the application itself, you can connect with the customers over social media such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Okay. So you can also use this. You can also do Google search about a customer, pull down his details, pull down all his different customers, your mutual friends. Now is the time that you can spend time on this, right? Because you are home and you can do this. Even if someone doesn't answer, don't worry. You can send him a friend request and connect with him over Messenger, just the way my chemist did with me. All right. So this was the phase one, right? It's 11:25. I want to put it in half an hour phase. If you have liked it, okay, I want you to give me a thumbs up or say awesome if you liked it. I'm waiting for you. You can put it in the chat box, okay, if you like the concept that I'm sharing. Thank you, Maitri. Thank you, Ninad. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. All right. So you have liked it. Cool. Now, one of the crucial elements that we are going to look at is in our questions, in the form that we had submitted, okay, we had shared one element. We had shared a question that, what is the present problem that you are facing in sales? And so we have received a good amount of questions, out of which I have pulled out, in a shuffle, I have put out 3 messages. Okay. Thank you, Imish. Thank you for this. Okay. So the first question is by Mr. Vinay of Pimco Machines. Okay. He says that price war and quality compromise is one of his biggest problems. Mr. Vinay, I would like to share one very interesting thing with you. Have you ever heard any of the ads or any of the programs conducted by Apple phones or Apple things that you choose, where they talk about how their phones are cheaper or cost effective than someone else's? No, right? The reason being is that Apple is on its own way, or Apple is creating value for its customers by being brand loyal. The most important factor that happens with Apple is that Apple has a brand loyalty. I started using iPhone 4 and I am an Apple user for the past around 10 to 11 years. I change my phone every 4 years when they launch, the the second version, and it is available. And that is the only version I buy. This is iPhone X, which is now waiting to be changed when they buy when they release a new one this September. I hope that COVID-19 will help me go and buy it. But the important factor of price war to answer is, unless and until you create a bond with your customer, the customer will always try and play with you on cost, because they are not looking at you as a value. Because remember, people don't buy products, people buy people buy relationships, people buy the bond, people buy the solution that you're offering. And if your solutions are not better and bigger than the cost, then the cost is always going to win and you will always fall in the price war. Hence, the most important factor that you should be doing is going and talking to the customer and sharing with them that, we are here as a solution provider, not here to discuss cost. Let's put the cost at the end. First, you see if you are able to find value from our product, right? And that's where you can win over the price war. Okay. Question one. Question two. Well, Dinesh has shared a question. Dinesh, I'm going to take your question in just a bit after I go through these questions. It's 11:28. Okay. Question two. In lockdown, people don't give any positive answers. How to do sales? This is by Mr. Javel Patel of Star Lasers. Okay. Mr. Javel Patel, the reason why this doesn't happen. Okay. Okay, so the reason why this doesn't happen, we just got 10 minutes left. The reason why this doesn't happen is because you're still trying to go and sell to the customer who is right now not in a position to buy. So what you should be doing or looking at is how you can build the bond. As I said, this whole session is on the same line, that do not go and sell right now. Just say, hi, how are you, sir? And how is your family doing? How are you doing? How is the lockdown for you? What new things have you learned? Because unless until the customer thinks कि अरे ये मुझे बेचने के लिए नहीं आ रहा है, बल्कि ये मुझे कुछ मेरे साथ बात करने के लिए आ रहा है, तब तक customer will not listen to you. So the most important factor that we should be doing right now or looking at right now is to not talk to the customer about the products, but talk to him about everything other than products. Just for once, give it 1 week, or say this next week when we begin, or tomorrow is a beautiful Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Call the customer and ask him that, sir, how are you doing? I'm just here just to know about your health. People are sending those forwarded WhatsApp messages saying that, hey, just wanted to check on you. People now know that it is a WhatsApp message which is getting forwarded everywhere through a broadcast list that you're creating. So don't do that. Use LeadCon, send personalized messages so that the person feels good that, oh, there is someone who's writing something to me personally. Okay. So do that and you would be in a position to connect. Okay. So the third question that came in is how to overcome the backlog of lockdown period, by Mr. Chandrakant Bapat. Thank you so much for asking these questions. You can overcome the backlog of lockdown by doing 10x. When I say 10x, the efforts that you were taking pre-lockdown or even before COVID-19 hit us, okay, if you can fast track that, spend more time on your customers, spend more time in understanding, figuring out which are your top customers, which are the customers that could buy more from you. So the grading system is extremely important. Who is the top one? Who is the next one? Because post lockdown, you should start selling to the ones who can buy the most. Don't go to the smaller ones who are just going to order one, but try and see if there is someone who can order 10. Okay. Because the time taken on the customer who's going to order 10 and the time taken who's going to order one is the same. So right now, to overcome the backlog, you can spend this time effectively in knowing whom to connect and what to fetch out. Okay, so the most crucial element is that right now, pull out who are your topmost customers who can buy bulk, who can buy more. Start connecting with them first, so that post lockdown you can fill up the backlog by getting more orders and bulk orders in hand rather than singular orders. Okay, and also, as I said, do 10x, spend more time, because all of us has got limited time in hand, so it is very crucial how we are going to use it. Okay, so that is the third question. I hope I've been able to answer these questions. Of course, there are many questions, and that's why we have set up a special question answer round for this. Okay, now Dinesh has asked this, that introduction of a new product in market. So so Mr. Dinesh Patel, if you wish to introduce a new product in market, just like we are doing a webinar, you can start by making, first connecting with your customers, that, hey, would you be interested in knowing of a new product that you would like to share? Would you be interested? It starts by that. If the person says yes, he is interested, then there is a possibility that he will come up and say that yes, okay, let's do it, right? So the most crucial element is you can start connecting with the customer. You can start by doing a webinar, sharing, sending them a video, sending them a presentation. And that is the next part, okay, that we are going to talk about in the next webinar, where we are going to share how even in lockdown you can make a customer interested in your products, and then go further and present him your products and services. Because remember, we are not going to go and sit across the table and make the customer write a check. Right now is it's not the right time to do it. But what we can do is introduce him, educate him, become a part of his ecosystem, make him feel that we are there for him. Okay, and that is what is the most crucial element. Okay, are there any questions that someone would like to share? I just got 4 minutes on the clock. Any questions? Any questions right now? Okay, I've got a big list of questions, but you can share something there. Okay, if there are no questions, I come to the end of the session. Thank you for joining in, all of you. I just got 4 minutes, and so there is something that I would like to do now. All those participants who have joined in, I would like you to rate me from 1 to 10 of of how did you like it. 10 being a better one, 1 being not so good. So thank you so much, Umesh. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Dinesh Patel. Thank you. Maitri, I lost you that 1 mark. I would like to know why I was at 9, and how can I be 10? Okay, I would like you to write to me in the email. Okay, or you can share. Thank you, Mr. Ganesh Datta. Varat, thank you. Thank you, Ninad. I would like to know that where have I lost that 1 mark? Thank you so much, Tinku Mathurani. We might do a one more session on this. So I would like you to join for that as well, for those who might have missed it. Okay. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you, Preetam. Thank you, Rucha. Thank you, Amit. All right. Okay. Piyush, again, 9. Thank you so much. I would like to know again from you why or how can I do better for that 1, right? All right. So, okay. Okay, we are at 3 minutes, and okay, I would like you to give us a shout out on our Facebook and LinkedIn page. Okay. Yes, Ganesh Datta, we would be sending you the application, the LeadCon application. The good news is that in the lockdown period, we are giving LeadCon free for all of the users, and we will charge you post lockdown whenever the lockdown opens, whether it's opens on 3rd May or whether it's June or July or whatever is the date. We are there with you for supporting. So you can definitely go ahead and do that. Yes, we are going to share it, Ganesh Datta. Now, what I'm going to do is, what I want all of you to do is, I'm going to stop the screen sharing, and I want all of you to start your cameras. So let's bring everyone on board. Okay, everyone, start your cameras. Yes, welcome everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, good to see you all. Yes. Yes, Bridge Mohan, yes, everyone, if you're comfortable, of course. Yes, yes. Good to see all of you. And thank you so much, all of you, for being a part of the session and joining in. We are going to have a backup session to this. So this is not just the first webinar that we are conducting, but we are creating a small series of webinars. Okay, whereas as I said, the concept of the webinar or why we started off was with selling in lockdown, which has become a very difficult thing for everyone. And that is what our concept is, that we start off by building trust and slowly move forward to how we can make it further. Okay, so I'm just going to take a screenshot. I just want everybody to say hi. Hi. Yes.
Hi. Yes. Hi.
Cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Preetam is talking. Yes, Preetam. So we are going to do the backup session. All those people who have registered, we are going to share you our application's link where you can go and sign up and download and become a part of the LeadCon family that we are building. And at the same time, you would also get to know about the next session, which would be there soon. Okay. So thank you so much for everyone joining in. I would see you soon next week with more details, right? Thank you so much and have a great evening ahead. We will all fight together in lockdown. Bye-bye. See you.